What's happening, my good people? Shades off, mask on, mask off. Welcome to the Come See About Me page where we're going to do live reaction videos, TikToks that'll make you go, wow. We got a good one for you. And without further ado, we're going to give you what you've been waiting on. Please subscribe to my channel. I need 500 subscribers by the end of this month. I need this video to reach 1,000 likes. So without further ado, let's get to the video.
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego wasn't in a fiery furnace, bro. They had to burn off things in their life to go to a new level.
You believe them stories in the Bible?
I'm giving you the allegory.
I'm saying, do you believe them?
Jonah was not in the belly of a whale. He was being swallowed up by his circumstances. Adam and Eve is not ADAM. The first atom was a light, ATOM. The prefix to darkness is evening, Eve. God took atom and evening, light and darkness, brought that together to make mankind. See, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Daniel wasn't in the lion's den.
Now that makes sense. Ain't nobody never make that shit make sense like that.
Daniel wasn't in the lion's den. He was facing many predators in his life.
Just another way to look at things. I told you, boy, they taught us anything when we was little. They told us that somebody fought a giant. And while we was being told that story, some of us, just a small, teeny bitty percent, wanted to know where that giant came from because we got parents. So we want to know where did that giant originate from. So he was talking about the origins of the story. So with the origins of the story, he was breaking it down to you how you cannot take it literally and how you got to research on your own, study thyself to be approved. Let's continue with these videos, man.
I want to read you the original Lord's Prayer from the Bible, which is insane to read because this is the direct Aramaic translation that they didn't tell us. And it's beautiful. O cosmic birther of all radiance and vibration, soften the ground of our bodies and carve out a space within us where your presence can abide. Fill us with your creativity so that we may be empowered to bear the fruit of your mission. Let each of our actions bear fruit in accordance with our desires. Endow us with the wisdom to produce and share what each being needs to grow and flourish. Untie the tangled threads of destiny that bind us as we release others from the entanglement of past mistakes. Do not let us be seduced by that which would divert us from our true purpose, but illuminate the opportunities of our present moment. For you are the ground, the truthful mission, the birth, the power, and fulfillment, as all is gathered and made whole again. And so it is. That is not the same prayer. You can find that prayer at the link in my bio. I do this every morning and it fills me up with light. That's not the same religion. Listen to those words and what feeling they're asking you to embody. It's pure power.
Those first two clips that we just now witnessed, boy, them are some eye openers. It'll open your eyes this afternoon, this evening. You need to see what's really going on in front of you. I'm not here to convince. This is for entertainment purposes only. Disclaimer, this is for entertainment purposes only, man. I don't own the rights to none of this. I ain't telling you to live this way. I ain't telling you that this is true. You need to find out what's true on your own. But what I am going to do is I'm going to put a picture out there for you so you can look at it. Just look at it. Just look at it.
The Bible was created for the sole purpose of enslaving humanity. The author of the Bible is in the title. It is Bible. I'm going to read you a couple verses that prove my point to a T, and you can read along with me. 1 Peter 2:18. Slaves, in reverent fear of God, submit yourselves to your masters, not only to those who are good and considerate, but also to those who are harsh. 1 Timothy 6:1. All who are under the yoke of slavery should consider their masters worthy of full respect, so that God's name and our teachings may not be slandered. Colossians 3:22. Slaves, obey your earthly master in everything, and do it not only when their eye is on you and to curry their favor, but with sincerity of heart and reverence for the Lord. Colossians 4:1. Masters, provide your slaves with what is right and fair, because you know that you also have a master in heaven. Ephesians 6:5. Slaves, obey your earthly master with respect and fear and sincerity of heart, just as you would obey Christ. Ephesians 6:9. And masters, treat your slaves in the same way. Do not threaten them, since you know that he who is both their master and yours is in heaven, and there is no favoritism with him. Exodus 21:32. If the bull gores a man or a female slave, the owner must pay 30 shekels of silver to the master of the slave, and the bull is to be stoned. Exodus 21:20 and 21. Anyone who beats their male slave or female slave with a rod must be punished if the slave unalive as a direct result. But they are not to be punished if the slave recovers after a day or two, since the slave is their property. Leviticus 25, verse 44 through 46. Your male and female slaves are to come from the nations around you. From them you may buy slaves. You may also buy some of their temporary residents living among you and members of their clans born in your country, and they will become your property. You can bequeath them to your children as an inherited property, and you can make them slaves for life, but you must not rule over your fellow Israelites ruthlessly. What? And Exodus 21:2 through 6. If you buy a Hebrew servant, he is to serve you for 6 years, but in the 7th year he shall go free without paying anything. If he comes alone, he is to go free alone. But if he has a wife when he comes, she is to go with him. If the master gives him a wife, and she bears him sons or daughters, the woman and her children shall belong to her master, and only the man shall go free. But if the servant declares, I love my master and my wife and children, and do not want to go free, then his master must take him before the judges. He shall take him to the door of the doorpost and pierce his ear with an awl. Then he will be his servant for life. Last but not least, Exodus 21:2 through 6. If you buy a Hebrew servant, he is to serve you for 6 years. But in the 7th year he shall go free without paying anything. If he comes alone, he is to go free alone. But if he has a wife when he comes, she is to go with him. If his master gives him a wife, and she bears him sons or daughters, the women and her children shall belong to her master, and only the man shall go free. But if the servant declares, I love my master and my wife and children, and do not want to go free, then his master must take him before the judges. He shall take him to the door or the doorpost and pierce his ear with an awl. Then he will be his servant for life. What are they talking about? Just like how they put that ear tag on a cow? This is the stuff that they don't teach you. You're not going to hear this in church. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you did, go ahead and drop a like, drop a comment. If you knew that there was all this slavery talk in the Bible, because nobody talks about it. And as always, peace.
Now these videos that we just started with, we just gonna start off on a little bit. That just last part, all that slavery talk in the Bible. You gotta ask yourself. I ask myself, is that an all loving God? Is gonna make us go through slavery? Like you made us go through slavery. Like the punishment was to go into slavery. Like, but you love us though, but you put us to slavery to teach us a lesson. Huh? Wow. TikToks to make you go, wow. Just wow. It's wow.
I wonder why some preachers preach Jesus. I really do. I'll tell you, it's big business. They want to hustle. Stand up, look good, say a few scriptures,
Well,
lay some emotions on the people.
well,
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
well.
You know, and if they feel like you ain't really listening, all they do is like,
Y'all don't hear me.
that's all they gotta do.
You ain't
And then,
hear me.
you know, get you into the program, play with your emotions, then get your money, jump in their Lexus, ride off into the sunset. Some preach Jesus, believe it or not, out of jealousy. Right. Some preach out of competition. You want to be sure that their church is just as big as somebody else's. Right. Then there are those who preach this program that was given to us by our oppressor out of a sincere love and commitment to it. They were raised with it. It's all they know. And they're sincere in it. And they feel that everybody ought to be proselytized into what they're saying. But I have to let you know today, I got to let you know, if don't nobody else tell you, I got to let you know, you're ignorant, brother. Come on. Now don't get wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you're stupid. Right. I said you're ignorant.
Is a mother.
Huh? Y'all heard what that man said. Y'all heard exactly what he said. They get you with the and as soon as you ain't paying attention, they make you touch your neighbor and turn to your neighbor. I'm just trying to tell you to do whatever it takes. Some of them know what they're doing, some of them don't know what they're doing, but at the end, they know what they're doing because they all together and in cahoots. Now, the ones that's teaching pure message, who's the one that's teaching pure message, which means they'll tell you the pure truth. But what is truth? What is a fact? That's why we had these videos. So we can put the information out there and we'll take it and however you want to deal with it, deal with it. If you want to put some type of, if you want to talk about it in the chat, I'd love to go back and read it in the chat. I have a discussion in the chat. Just put it in the chat, which I'll tell you how I really feel. How you really feel. More videos.
The fact that the melanated black woman is God, considering the fact that the first organism on the planet was a prokaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cells extract prokaryotes. Prokaryotes are found inside the black woman's womb, which is also a conductor of melanin through somatic frequencies, because melanin is an intelligence molecule that gives black women the capabilities to perform parthenogenesis. Parthenogenesis is when a woman is able to fertilize and impregnate herself without a man being present. So the whole allegorical story of Adam and Eve is a motherfucking lie, because in science will tell you that the X chromosome is 5 times larger than the Y chromosome, meaning that the man is basically a genetic mutation of the woman. This is why we have nipples and can't produce milk, and this is why our penises is basically an extended clitoris. Now, when you get this book right here called The Lost Book of Enki, it's basically about the beginning story of the Anunnaki. It talks about how the woman, she gave 2.8% of her chromosomes to create man.
Mother Earth, Father, Son. You know, back in the day, they used to worship the sun. So who knows? All we can do is just, keep studying and find out what we need to find out. Let's keep watching these videos, though.
So anybody who knows me knows that I've always been how I am right now. I've always been inquisitive, and I've always had my third eye, aka my first eye, open. Always. But with that being said, so many people ask me, what was that moment or what was that thing that really led you down what they call the rabbit hole? I love getting asked this because then I get to break it down completely. It was her. Bad Gal Riri. In 2007 is when it happened, when her Umbrella video came out, when she went from the good girl to the bad girl. Good girl going bad. Still to this day, the video as well as the lyrics make me cringe. If you've never seen the breakdown of Rihanna's Umbrella video, you need to definitely go research that. I'm going to do my best to wrap it up and summarize it for you, but a complete breakdown is definitely going to be necessary. So many know this entity as Lucifer, but in the music industry, they call him the Rain Man. If you're a fan of music, that means that I'm sure you have heard the Rain Man mentioned plenty of times before. In the music industry, when they're referencing the Rain Man, they're usually going to say Rain Man or just say rain, or they'll reference something in regards to precipitation. When you hear them reference this entity, that means they're calling to make a deal with him. Let me show y'all what I mean. I will play the music for y'all just to make it easier, but y'all know TikTok, you're real fun with their little music. Let's look at Jay-Z's verse. He says, "No clouds in my stones, let it rain, a hydroplane in the bank, coming down like Dow Jones. When the clouds come, we gone, we Rockefeller, we fly higher than weather, and G5s are better. You know me, anticipation for precipitation, tips for the rainy day. Jay, Rain Man is back with Little Miss Sunshine, Rihanna, where you at?" Okay, so let me go ahead and interpret it for you real quick. No clouds in my stones, let it rain, a hydroplane in the bank. Remember, Jay-Z has taken on Rain Man's energy, so he is Rain Man. So he's saying, let it rain, let the bullshit happen, let the crash happens, a hydroplane in the bank. That means he's above all the bullshit. He's above all the small fries. Coming down like Dow Jones. So when he says, let it rain, let it crash, he's referencing the financial industry. And you can tell that by him saying coming down like Dow Jones. Dow Jones is what they look at to see how well the financial industry is doing or when a crash is coming. Then he says, when the clouds come, we gone. That means when the storm comes, when the bullshit happens, we out of here. We ain't gonna be touched. We Rockefeller. So a lot of people think he's talking about his company because his name Rockefeller. However, we got to think about John D. Rockefeller. Who is that? So the Rockefeller family is one of the most powerful families in the world who really has the power to crash the financial industry. Then it says, in anticipation for precipitation, stack chips for the rainy day. Remember, I told y'all, anytime you're talking about Rain Man, they're going to mention rain or anticipation for precipitation or precipitation. They're going to mention that every single time. Then he says, with Little Miss Sunshine, Rihanna, where you at? So she's still Little Miss Sunshine. She still has her light. She's still in her light form because she hasn't been possessed yet. But he's saying, Rihanna, where you at? Meaning he's calling for her so she can come get some of that energy. Let me show y'all how they depicted this in the video. So as we can see, the top picture, Rihanna is depicted as the devil or the evil entity. The middle picture is when she was pure. She was still the good girl, innocent. The bottom picture shows Rihanna as a possessed Rihanna. So that means the energy came into her as she was requesting it to do throughout the whole song. Let me show y'all the part of the video that really did it for me. Like, I was completely done, and this is what made me not want to watch it ever again. Now, at the time, I didn't know what I was looking at, but I just knew I didn't feel right when I was looking at this picture. I'm like, what? I mean, I know it's supposed to be Rihanna bending down with her head in between her legs, her arms extended behind her. But don't that look kind of like this? It wasn't until I saw this where I started really putting two and two together. Something real sinister going on here. But no, y'all, hold on. It did not stop there. I thought my research was complete. But then I learned about something called backmasking. And that's basically a technique that they use in the music industry to put a message in the music, but you won't hear the message unless you play it backwards. This is meant to target your subconscious mind because even though consciously you can't hear the message, your subconscious mind is definitely picking up on it. So in the part where she says, under my umbrella, Ella, anytime y'all hear anything that's repetitive, that's called a chant. That can also be used as a spell. So when you backmask that part, it's saying, where am I? In hell. And then the part where it's chanting is saying, ball, 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 ball. Be sure you go ahead and look up what ball means, especially in reference to the music industry. You will hear it a lot. I've researched this video so much and so long that I could tell y'all front to back every piece of symbolism in this video. I'm gonna need way more time than what TikTok would allow. In my research for this video, I realized everything is connected. Everything, whether good or bad. Politics, religion, music, medicine, everything. And seeing that video also made me realize that these celebrities are nothing more than puppets. They being controlled to push the greater agenda. So for my next round of videos, we gonna dissect their agenda. But I gotta be smart about it this time, y'all. And I might have to make y'all like an answer key, something where y'all can refer back to know exactly what I'm talking about. Because that's what got me banned the first time. If you here for all things deep thought, and if you love shit like this, make sure you give me a like, comment, and follow. Be sure to let me know in the comments what led you down the road, and if you think this video and song is as creepy as I think it is. As always, peace, love, light, and gratitude for watching. Love all of y'all.
Peace, love, light, and latitude, longitude, and pH balance. I appreciate everybody that's rocking with me right now. Take time out to share this right now. Share with somebody. Don't cost you nothing to go ahead and hit the share button. I ain't asking you to give me $1. I'm asking you to hit the share button. I ain't asking you to donate to my cause. I'm just asking you to hit the share button. Like and subscribe also, man. Please do that. It ain't just a couple of moves with your finger. You do everything else with your finger. Ain't no telling where your finger done been at the past 5 minutes. You know, I don't know what you was trying to do on digging up something. I don't know. I just, but these are the type of videos I like. That's why I picked it. She said that at the end. And if you like working with her, she said Rihanna turning into a bad girl made her start going down rabbit holes. I just tell you what. I tell you when rabbit holes started, when they told me that David fought Goliath and Goliath was a giant. I don't even want to go no further than that because the stones that he even picked up was some special stones. There wasn't no regular rocks just on the ground. There was rocks blessed by God himself. I'm just telling you, God himself picked them rocks up and gave it to David. And that's what took that man's head off. That's what they taught me. And that's what I run with. So that's what we're doing. We're using our discernment, right? We use our discernment when it's little. You better not have used your discernment when you're little because you would have been like Daffy Duck. Your beak would have been on the side of your face. Let's continue with these videos. So I had y'all laughing all night.
You ever notice when you by yourself in the store, somebody watching you, somebody following you? When you at the park, certain people stare and just look at you. When you driving, people just stare at your car. They don't even see you. They see what's in you. Whatever's in them is wondering what they doing here. They ain't supposed to be here. Where they come from? See, you got something in you that's shining so bright, the darkness cannot stand it. So they're wondering, how can I stop them? What are they doing here? That's why you keep on driving past people that look in your car. You know what I'm saying? They be looking at you, don't speak, don't smile. Oh no, I'm like that. They follow you around Walmart, follow you outside. They want to get rid of you. They on assignment. Some of these demons have an assignment to get rid of you. Some of these demons just wandering around in the physical inside of people. They are. And everybody that has a light, they want to run them off. They want you to be scared. That's why they stare at you. They want you to see them. You can feel their energy beside you. You can feel somebody looking at you that's for a reason. And when you look at them, they just stare at you. Get away. Pray. I'm telling you now, because they're a demon inside flesh right now. And trust me, some of them will come get you and take you out of this world because they know you're living for God's purpose.
Say, man, I'm trying to tell y'all, boy, that boy done dropped some jewels on all of us. I sure picked up a couple of them jewels, them diamonds he done put down there, them platinum diamonds he done dropped down there. Boy, these people walking around here and they on assignment. And Jack, the only thing they was assigned was to take you out. I know, I'd take a little time out right now to just tell y'all how thankful I am for being in the situation I am in. I'm thankful because I got to learn. And that's what we're here to do, to learn. I ain't going to turn this into no and you need to No, man, I just got to learn. I got to watch my surroundings. I got to learn, and I got to learn, and I got to learn. The best way to learn is being quiet. With that being said, I'm supposed to be quiet and press play.
Your belief system is what determines your behavior. What you believe or what you think determines what you do. Okay? Understand this, man.
Something so simple.
Why? You got one soul. One. And brother, if you lose that, you lost. Do you know how serious this is?
That's right.
You lose that one soul, you lost. When it comes to God, I take friendship and throw it out the window.
Amen.
Someone said, why you fight and preach like you do? I have this strong fear about going to hell.
That's right.
I'm scared to death about going to hell.
That's right.
And, hallelujah. And because I'm scared about going to hell,
Amen.
I'll fight anybody.
Anybody, that's right. That's right.
Fight anybody. Some out there saying, well, you know, Pastor Jenner, he's arrogant, he beside himself, he think he know everything. Listen, I really don't care what you think of me.
That's right.
Long as I know I'm not what you say I am, I don't lose sleep.
Amen.
I slob on my pillow at every chance I get.
Amen.
Huh?
That's right.
You know, when you get a good sleep, you start a slobbing and jib.
Hey, that's the end of the videos, man. I thank y'all for rocking with me. Just to leave it on that little note right there, man. That was hey. These Jews that was dropped today, hey, you might want to go back and get some of that stuff, get you a piece of paper and write some of that stuff down, because I know I'm gonna go back later and critique myself to see what I can do to better myself, and also watch them again, because when I pull these clips, I don't watch them fully. I watch them fully when I put them on here, so I'm really watching them so I can get. But any video that I pick, it match my vibration and it match my frequency, and that's what I'm on. You can tell what I'm on by the videos that I put out. You can tell what I ain't gonna say worried about, what I be thinking about, and how I be looking at things right here on this channel. Come see by me. Like, share, subscribe. And if you have any comments about what you heard today, or you want something on here that we could talk about, man, go right ahead. But until the end, man, I thank y'all for rocking out with me. You understand what I'm saying? Get this full screen up here. Appreciate each and every last one of y'all. What I need y'all to do again, man, y'all share this and subscribe, because it's going to be these TikTok videos that make you go wild, TikTok videos that raise your vibration, TikTok videos that might scare the hell out of you. I don't know the most funniest TikToks, but right now we're on this journey right here, so that's where we're going to go. Again, thank y'all for coming out, man. Come see about me. You know what I'm talking about? Till then, hey. It is. Mr. Erico, baby. Come see about me. And we swing and swing right, swing left. Roll with me or get rolled over. I'm rolling like a locomotive. Ain't no stopping me now. 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 So why would you try? I tell no lies. Got fear in his eyes. Don't play with this guy that here's not wise. Play my hand right. Got pink Sprite. Styrofoam white. Top 8 ice. She's so shy. She still try. These lame ass niggas, they so tired. Stay getting money. Try to take from me. Rap like a mummy. Can't say nothing. That's his money. Bring it here, honey. She work for me. Fly snow bunny. Whatever I said, I done it. Talk girly, run me my money. Drip hard, I keep water running. Stack hard, thumbing through blue hundreds. Summing up, take nothing, I'm funded. Hear nothing, these rappers be mumbling. Run it up, magician with the numbers. Cold winters, it's bands in the summer. No, really, I'm just being honest. Graduated and hustling with honors. Beat the case, not guilty, your honor. No snitching, not talking, I promise. Ain't no stopping me now. 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 Ain't no stopping me now.